What is going on, everyone, and welcome to the channel. So in this video I'm going to be counting down the top 10 specialists from the Black Ops 4 beta out of the massive number of 10 specialists. So basically I'm just going to be counting down every specialist in the Black Ops 4 beta from worst to best. And I didn't actually prepare for this video enough because this was supposed to come out in like Sunday. I was supposed to record on Sunday as well because I usually record on the same day, but I had a different idea for today. But the thing that I was actually going to do today isn't even downloaded. So if you enjoy Black Ops 3 Zombies, then make sure you subscribe for the video that is coming either tomorrow or Sunday latest. And yeah, so I'm not really as prepared as I would have wanted to be for this video, but the show must go on. But yeah, as I said, I'm going to be counting down the top 10 specialists from the Black Ops 4 beta, and I'm going to go over their abilities and why they're good or bad. And the majority of them are pretty good, so there's only one that's mediocre. But yeah, let's get right into the number 10 spot. So before we get into the number 10 spot, I just have to mention that these picks are in my personal opinion, so if you feel differently, then just leave a comment down below saying why it's different, but don't leave any hate in the comments because that ain't good for anyone. But yeah, so just these are my opinion, basically, and if you feel differently, then fair enough, that's your personal opinion. But coming in at the number 10 spot, we have Crash, and in my opinion this is the only mediocre one, because mainly for the reason that you don't get any personal benefits. You do like get health, and which I'm going to talk about, so you get the same points, the same benefits as everyone else, but not on your own for like different specials. Everyone is like especially for you. So for example, Seraph, you have the Annihilator, which you get to use only, so Crash doesn't have that. So first of all, you have to be a team player. So this is like, Crash is like a Mercy of Black Ops 4, like from Overwatch. So you have to be a team player by choosing that in order to help other people in your team. It's not like a necessary specialist to actually use, like to give people health, because you've already got a lot of health. But what are the benefits? So the benefits are the assault pack, which gives you more ammo, and when you get kills with it, after picking it up, you get extra points. And the second ability is attack 5, and it heals all players up to 200 health, originally from 50 health. So he's basically a healer from Overwatch. So yeah, that's why he comes in my number one spot. Yeah, good one. It comes in at number 10 spot. So that's all for that one. Let's get right into the number 9 spot. So coming in at the number 9 spot, we have Prophet, and he's got two abilities, one of which is the Tempest, and the second one is the Shock Drone. So first of all, the Tempest has been nerfed heavily since Black Ops 3, and now it's a two-hit kill. What you have to do now is shoot them once and then shoot them again to finish them off, or you can just go up and hit them in the jaw with a right hook with your gun. So yeah, you have to hit them twice, and also it's not even a guaranteed kill if they go down. So if you actually do hit them, they go into the crawling state, and I must say, you're Usain Bolt on your knees whenever you're on the like kneeling on the floor. But anyway, you can actually just get back up after like the shock wears off, and you can just get up and continue with your day as a little jolly person on Call of Duty. So that's why it's no longer good, because it's a two-hit kill. And the second ability is the Shock Drone, and obviously by the name it shocks people, but it's so fast that you can't even keep up with it. It's like, slow down, I need this kill, slow down. So yeah, it's so fast you can't even keep up with it, and you may not get a guaranteed easy kill. So especially considering that you can press square or whatever is on your console to actually switch out of it instantly, and you won't get the effect at all. So that's why it's at my number 9 spot. Let's get right on to number 8 spot. So number 8 spot goes to Firebreak, and his two abilities are the Purifier and the Reactor Core. So the Purifier is the exact same as Black Ops 3, but in this game, when you're actually, I can't actually remember if it's the same as Black Ops 3, but when you're like sprinting, and I wouldn't advise that when you're using the Purifier, and this is part of the reason why it ranks so low, and it's because whenever you sprint and you try and pull it out, once you stop sprinting and try and pull it out, it takes a long time to actually you know, come out. So you can be dead before you know it. You're like, purifier, time to begin. What? How did I die? But yeah, you can just, it takes so long to pull out that you can actually die before you actually shoot the flamethrower, and that might result in you actually losing the purifier and actually having to restart, gaining points or whatever it is to actually earn it in order to get it again. So that's why the purifier is okay, but it's not amazing. But the reactor core, which is the second ability, can transmit heat through walls, which is really good, but it does take a little bit of time to actually get the kill, and that's kind of obvious because you need to actually balance it. But it does also give you a pretty decent amount of points to go towards your kill streaks. So I wouldn't advise using this like on a one-on-one situation, face to face, but through walls it's really good. But that is why the Firebreak comes in at the number 8 spot. So Nomad is coming in at the number 7 spot, and he has 2 abilities, as does everyone, so I don't know why I said that. But the first ability is the K9 unit, and it's not like Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1, whichever it was. I think it was Black Ops 1 actually, and you got like a full pack of K9 units just swarming the battlefield, and if it was like that, then it is game over. But it's not like that. It's just one single dog, and you know the dog's been hitting the gym. It's been bench pressing 150. Because it is very strong, it takes a long time to kill, and it's really good because it does actually get multiple kills pretty much every single time, and there are actually different options. So what I mean by this is you can keep it near you, or you can let it go and explore the world for itself and get kills. So it's very useful and easy to use, obviously, because you don't need to use it. But the next one is the trip mine, and it's pretty noticeable because it's a big red line, but as it is in like most games, and it's a one-shot kill as it should be, and it's got a it's got a very sensitive sensor. And what I mean by that is if you hit it, even if you hit it with your little pinky nail. Okay, that made no sense, but like if you hit it with like hardly anything, then it will just activate and it will be a very easy kill to get. So yeah, Nomad is really good if you want to use someone. He's a very easy specialist to use, so that's why he comes in at the number 7 spot. And let's get right on to the next one. So coming in at the number 6 spot, we have Ruin. And he was like a fan favourite from the Black Ops 3 game, because he's obviously known for his gravity spikes, and they have actually returned. So the gravity spikes are one of his 2 abilities, and the second one being the grapple. But first of all, we'll talk about the gravity spikes. So the gravity spikes are the exact same as last time, apart from there's no boost jump, so you can't get as high, but it still does the same amount of damage, and it's also one shot. So obviously the grab slam is very powerful and can take out multiple enemies at a time, especially on objective based game modes like hardpoint domination and control. So if you go into like a special domination, if you go into like a flag, just jump over something, it's game over. You should just say goodbye to your families if you're in the enemy team, because it's game over, and you could probably get like a 6-man, but I mean that's pretty unlikely, but it is a possibility. So his other ability is the grapple, and you can go very far, so it's a good way of transportation, especially going into like windows where normal players can't access it, because there's windows especially on seaside, well not especially on seaside, but the 100 miles on seaside, but it's very high, and only Ruin can actually go up there unless you go up the stairs, which is very good for getting nuclears. I've already covered a video on that, so make sure you check it out. But yeah, that's why Ruin comes in at the number 6 spot. Now let's get right on to the central placement. So coming in at the central point of this list, we have Torque, and he's newly introduced into Black Ops 4 and not transferred over from Black Ops 3. So you get 2 abilities that are pretty similar, but like in different ways, and they are the Razor Wire and also a Barricade. So the Razor Wire, first of all, is indestructible. There's no point in even trying to break it. It takes so long, and you either waste ammo, so that's one reason the crash can be good, or you can try punching it and take damage every time you actually try and punch it. So it's basically indestructible. It takes so long to destroy, and it's so annoying. but it's amazing for blocking off entrances or paths, especially on, once again, the seaside map, where if you check out my how to get an easy nuclear video, then you'll see what I'm talking about and how overpowered that actually is. So the next ability is the barricade, and it sends out heat, and once again it's very difficult to destroy, just like the razor wire, and it's once again very good for blocking off entrances and paths. So that's why I'm saying his abilities are very similar, but he's basically like he's like a Torbjorn from Overwatch. He's like a mechanic kind of thing. It's really nothing like that, but I think you know what I'm getting at. But yeah, I think they probably just transferred Tort from Torbjorn, but yeah, let's just keep that quiet. But anyway, that's who comes in at number 5 spot. Let's get into the number 4. So number 4 spot for this list goes to Seraph, and one of her abilities are really good, and the other is not so good. So the first one, which is really good, is the Annihilator, and it's been brought back from Black Ops 3. It's the exact same, and it's good for multiple reasons. One is a one-shot, one-kill at any range, but you do kind of have to be accurate, so it's kind of like target practice as well. It's very fun to use, and it's just a great it's just a great weapon to actually use as one of the abilities. It does take a pretty long time to actually you know, like rank up points and earn it, but when you get it, it's really fun to use. But the Attack Insurgent is our next ability, and this lets the character down so much, and this is why it's not higher in the list. So, in my opinion, one person in the team shouldn't be able to control all team spawns in pretty much every single situation. I mean, there's some exceptions, like if you're getting spawn trapped and someone managed to make it out, then fair enough. If you die, you can spawn Attack Insurgent, but in a lot of situations, you shouldn't be able to make that decision for your team. The game should automatically generate a place to spawn, so that's why I don't really like the Attack Insurgent, and I feel like it's just a bit of a waste of ability. And the fun fact, which isn't fun at all, but it's a fact, Seraph is my second favourite character specialist from the beta, but it's not higher once again because of the Attack Insurgent. So that's why it comes in at the number 4 spot. Now let's get into the number 3 spot. So getting into the very best specialist of the beta, and the number 3 spot we have a Battery, and once again her abilities are very similar in certain ways. And first of all, we have the War Machine, which has been transferred over from Black Ops 3, and there's multiple bullets in the grenade launcher, which is basically what it is. And the best way to actually use it is just to spam bullets into a location where you know there's enemies, and it's especially good at a medium range, because close range it's just suicidal, and long range it might explode before it actually gets there. But it's amazing in objective based game modes, such as Hardpoint, Dom and Control. You just put a ton of bullets or grenades into the objective, and it's game over for the enemy team. It really is game over. And the Cluster Grenade is our second ability, and it's very similar to the War Machine, because it's like a more overpowered frag grenade where you can just throw multiple grenades into a specific location, and it's especially good in objective based game modes. So you throw it in, it's like a sticky and frag crossover, but it explodes into more grenades, and then they blow up, and you can get multiple kills out of it. I've had multiple kills from it multiple times, and it's really useful to actually use, and that's why Battery comes in at the number 3 spot. So we're moving on to the number 2 spot. Can we have a drum roll, please? We have Ajax, and he was actually my third favourite specialist from the beta, and the one that I used very much, like one of the 3 that I used most of the time, and it's because of these reasons. So the first thing is the ballistic shield, which is very strong, so it takes a while to actually destroy, and you also get a ton of points for actually deflecting bullets whenever you get shot at, so it's basically a win-win situation. You deflect bullets, which means you don't die, whilst getting points, and it covers your whole body as well, and also as well as that, you have a gun, so you can get kills whilst using it, so you're not just like blocking yourself, you're actually able to kill them as well, and it's very difficult to hit you when you're hitting them, because there's only a slot for the gun to actually shoot through. So it's very strong and very good to use, especially in objective based game modes, especially on I can't even remember what the map is, but it's like the underwater map. But it's the next ability is the 9 Bang, and is a very strong flash grenade which actually blinds people for multiple seconds, in fact many seconds, probably up to like 10 seconds, and that means that you can actually go into specific locations, like especially like small areas, and get multiple kills at once because they don't know what they're shooting at. They can like do a 360 and they won't even, no, a 180 and they won't even know it. So it's really good, especially for objective based game modes. Just throw them into the objective and you can get multiple kills. The only negative is that you have to use your own gun, but it's still a really good ability to use. So that is why it comes in at the number 2 spot, and let's go right into the number 1 spot. So finally, coming in at the number 1 spot, we have Recon, and both of his abilities are not lethal, so that basically means that you can't deal damage with them, but they are very good, and that just proves that you don't need lethal abilities to make a really good specialist. And this is actually my favourite specialist from the beta, and it's just so good for multiple reasons, which I'm going to go over right now. So first of all, the vision pulse, which is the main ability, and it's very clear where the enemies are because they're like in white or red. I can't remember what it is actually, I think it's white, so that means they're very clear and you can see them anywhere on the map. So as well as that, the whole team can see it, so it's not just you. So it's basically like Thrash but like better abilities. It does take quite a long time to actually run out, so it goes through multiple pulses, and it's very good in pretty much every single situation you can think of. So in an objective based game, which is TDM or whatever, in any situation. So his next ability is the Sensor Dart, and it's basically like a constant UAV in a specific location, and it's especially good in objective based game modes. So what you want to do is like shoot it where the objective actually is, and there's a pretty good there's a pretty large area for actually seeing people, and you'll just know exactly where they are at all times. So it doesn't take that long to actually earn the Sensor Dart back, so you can keep on shooting that all the time and know where people are quite a lot. So it's a really good specialist, and that is finally why it comes in at the number 1 spot. So that's really all for the video, and if you did enjoy it, then please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.